Hay, and thank you so much for tuning in to day number 30, the last and final day of my 30-day journey in discovering how using the power of incantations can change my life and that of my beloved ones in a more empowering, loving way, and hopefully that of yours as well. At least, I sincerely hope that you have given yourself permission to play along with me so that you can discover for yourself how, practicing this idea can serve you. Now, if this is the very first time that you are watching any of this video in this 30-day journey of me, thank you. My name is Monique Aipasa, and I felt inspired to doing these 30-day practice after watching one of Tony Robbins' powerful videos on the power of incantations. And if you want to find out more about that, feel free to check out the link down below this video. Now, today is a very special day, not only because it's the last and final day, because I would love to dedicate this video to someone who's very, very near and dear to my heart. Someone that I consider to be the greatest mentors and teachers in the field of personal development when it comes to loving the self as a starting point for healing and transformation from the inside out. And this grand lady of positive affirmation is Louise Hay. Yesterday, I received the sad news that at the age of 90, she quietly made her transition to the other side. And I really would love to share one of my personal stories about how practicing her teachings into my life has really transformed my life, my relationships with my loved ones. But before I do, let me be so free to repeat this powerful set of incantations as I've done for the last 30 days. I am open to the fullness of my power. I live my life with integrity. I have the power to manifest my dreams. Whatever I do is more than enough. I am enough just as I am now. In challenging situations, I'm so relaxed and I'm focused on positive outcomes. I am at peace with myself. I harness my personal power. I can, I will, and I do. Now, for those of you who have been watching who are watching this for the very first time, and you might ask yourself, now what the heck is this? Well, my name is Monique Aipasa, and I have been inspired to do these 30-day practice after watching one of Tony Robbins' powerful videos on the power of incantations. So feel free to click on that link below this video if you want to know more about that. Back to honoring, celebrating the teachings and the legacy of my wonderful mentor and teacher, Louise Hay. So Louise Hay, this wonderful, beautiful, glorious lady, grand lady, queen of positive affirmation, this is for you. Now, as promised, I would share with you one personal story of how practicing her teaching diligently into my life has truly transformed the dynamic of the relationship between me, in this case with my dad. Let me show you a picture first. Now this is my family. See, mom and dad and my two wonderful brothers. I'm the oldest. And this was taken a couple of months ago at the wedding day of my youngest brother. And last weekend we celebrated the fact that my parents were married for 50 years. So we celebrated their 50th anniversary. I feel so blessed that, well, we are all alive to experience that with one another. Now back to the story between me and my dad. So, to cut a long story short, in 2007, I felt the courage to write a letter from my heart to my father, where I expressed to him in detail everything that happened between us and how that affected me in my teenage years, my adolescence years, up into my adult years, in a very negative way. So one of the incidents, for example, that happened when I was a little girl, that whenever I did something wrong in the eyes of my father, he would ignore me for a whole week. I mean, he would give me the silence treatment. I do not exist. He doesn't talk to me. He doesn't even explain to me what I've done wrong. So I was left into the oblivious. And that really hurt me at such a very deep level as a child. Being ignored, being non-existent for him for one full week, that is really such a punishment that is just so severe. And I remember that I would go upstairs to my bedroom and cry on my bed, feel sorry for myself, and sometimes just feel so angry inside of me because I found it so unfair that he would treat me this way, because he didn't treat my brothers the same way. In my memory as a child, whenever he was angry with them because they did something wrong in his eyes, he would just, ground them, but still keep talking to them at least, which he didn't do with me. And sometimes I just felt so angry that, I just wanted to go downstairs and say, Dad, I prefer you tell me what I did wrong and just, ground me, punish me in a different way, but at least talk to me. Look at me. I'm your daughter. I exist. But I never had the courage. I was afraid of my dad. Can you imagine being afraid of your dad? And I so longed for his approval, his acknowledgement, validation. And I didn't receive that. And somehow that led me to believe as a child that it was very dangerous for me to be seen, heard, or validated. Sorry, I need to tap on my collarbone here. So I suffered from that for many, many years. And after reading Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life, so this is the Dutch translation, more than 15 years ago for the very first time, that truly touched my heart. And I began to apply her teachings and her exercises into my life. That I had the courage to write my father a letter from my heart expressing what that incident, how that influenced me in my interactions with other people in that way. So, and more of those things. And through the power of me having the courage to open myself up and express to him what that did to me, how I feel about that, and that letter that I was writing to him was not to condemn him or to blame him. No, it was only from love and compassion that I felt for myself and for him, that I just wanted to communicate that with him, because communication was not a part of our lives back in those days. So, and the most miraculous thing is that he opened up his heart to let that in, that information of my love letter pages I wrote to him, that he came to my home. He went down on his knees. He apologized sincerely, and he begged for forgiveness. So that is just one of the many magnificent things that took place in my life because of the power of loving myself, and first give myself permission that I am worthy and deserving of love, that I am worthy and deserving of being seen, of being heard and validated and acknowledged, that I do not need my father to acknowledge me. But as a child, I needed that validation of him. And in my adult, mature personality, I could take that child's hand, and together we wrote that beautiful love letter to my father. And ever since, the dynamic of our relationship changed so significantly that nowadays, that when we have a conversation with one another, it's okay to have a different point of view and still respect and love one another and be open to one another, and to feel the connection from the heart. So, thank you, Louise Hay. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart that because of your teaching, this was possible in my life. Now, I have more of her wonderful books ever since. So, two other books that really empower me on a very daily basis is Love Your Body. This is the Dutch translation. Ik hou van mijn lichaam. Heal Your Body. Heal je lichaam. First Aid with Symptoms. And the last one that I have of her, which I also love, is You Can Live an Extraordinary Life, that she wrote together with Cheryl Richardson. So here you are, both of them, so vibrantly, joyously happy, exuding happiness and joy. So, and because she really impacted my life in such a way, and because of the fact that my purpose in life is to practice unconditional love and teach this through the clarity of my example to my kids, my family and friends, and everyone else I interact with, I felt inspired to make videos every Tuesday, which is called It's a Tribute to Love Tuesday, in my 2-minute video tips by Monique series, where I read out loud from her book, Love Your Body. So, as my token of sincere and deep appreciation for her teachings, I have made a playlist of all those It's a Tribute to Love video series that I made so far as from last year. I haven't counted how many of them, which you can find below this video. So feel free to click on one of those videos and see how the power of affirmations through Louise Hay's teachings can change your life as well as it did mine. And I also put a link of a video by Celine Dion. She is, to me, a wonderful singer, because I felt inspired to sing a song, but her translation of that song is even more powerful. So it's called Because of You, and that is how I feel my love and appreciation for Louise Hay. So you can find that link below this video as well. And for now, I just want to again say thank you, thank you, thank you, Louise Hay, for all of the wonderful blessings that you have bestowed upon millions of millions of millions of millions of millions of people around the globe, including mine. Thank you. And let this be my way of passing on your incredible divine legacy with the world. Now, for more ease and flow, simply chill and relax. Namaste.